All right, what's up, guys? I'm actually live. I'm sitting on my bed right now, and I actually want to run you guys through a quick Klaviyo setup of how to set up a Klaviyo account from scratch. And I'll leave this doc on in the description if you guys need it. So feel free to access it. But let's jump right in. So, number one, creating and configuring your Klaviyo account. Pretty simple steps. Go to klaviyo.com, sign up, complete your brand profile, your business name, website, industry, address, all that stuff. Add your sending domain. You're going to use your brand's domain, not Gmail or Yahoo's, but your brand's actual domain. You're going to verify that domain and then set up your dedicated sending domain. This is actually a really important step because in 2025, 2024, 2026, who knows, I don't think it's going to stop. You're going to need a dedicated sending domain. It improves your deliverability, and you can't use Klaviyo's kind of Klaviyo mail domain anymore. You can, but it's not good for deliverability. Number 5, set up your default sender name and email address, like for instance Sarah from brand name, or just brand name, whatever it is. But those are the basic steps to just creating the account, configuring the account, and the basic first starting steps. Secondly, connecting Klaviyo to Shopify. If you're a Shopify brand, this is the steps to do it right here. So number 1, inside Shopify, go to apps, search and install Klaviyo, log into Klaviyo, connect to Shopify. You're going to enable syncing customers, so email, SMS, order data, etc. Well, not etc. Number 2, connect Klaviyo to Shopify. You're going to go inside Shopify, go to apps. You're going to search and install Klaviyo. You're going to log into Klaviyo, connect it to Shopify, enable syncing customers, tracking on-site activity like product views, add to cart, checkout events, and you can also back populate, pull in your past customer order history, and all that jazz. All right, so number 3, essential settings that says for 7-figure brands, but this is honestly for any brand. Turn smart sending off. You want full control of your sending. Smart sending is a setting that essentially, if somebody hasn't received an email from your brand, or somebody has received an email from your brand in the last 24 hours, then they will not get an email. Whether you're sending out a campaign, whether it's, it doesn't matter what, if they got an email in the last 24 hours, they're not going to get it. So turn smart sending off. You want to be in full control of your sending. Unless there was a case where your like deliverability was just absolutely wrecked, there might be a case for it, but probably turn it off. You can enable Google Analytics, UTM tracking for your campaigns. You can also upload your brand assets, your logo, fonts, colors into Klaviyo templates if you'd like. If you're designing emails in Figma, you can also just upload those slices, but you can have your logo, your fonts, your colors in there if you'd like. Create compliance pages. Essentially, make sure that your emails are compliant with the laws, unsubscribe footer links, and all of the other compliance stuff that you need to know about. If you need more information on what that looks like for email, honestly, do a quick Google search. Make sure you're compliant. Make sure you're not missing anything. Same with SMS. SMS is in a weird place right now, though, because as of September 2025, there's been a law passed in Texas that essentially puts SMS in kind of a gray area. And a lot of brands have paused it, so that might not apply right now. Number 4, install your core flows. This is kind of where the fun starts. So 7 to 8 foundational flows from day 1. You're going to probably look at this. You might say, hey, these aren't very long flows. If you're a Klaviyo brand starting out from scratch, you're not going to have like an 8 email welcome flow right off the bat necessarily. Starting off with like 3 to 5 emails for your welcome flow can be a great place to start for deliverability. So 3 to 5 emails for your welcome flow, 2 to 3 emails for abandoned cart, 2 to 3 emails for abandoned checkout. And as the data starts rolling in, if conversions, open rates, all that stuff is really good, you can expand to more. Post-purchase flow, 2 to 4 emails. Win-back flow, 3 to 4 emails. VIP flow, you don't necessarily have to set this one up right away, but you can if you want, if your deliverability is good enough, I guess. And then sunset flow, 2 emails, 1 to 2 emails, just to identify those unengaged subscribers. But if you're a brand just starting off, a great pro tip is just start off with welcome flow, abandoned cart flow, abandoned checkout, post-purchase flow. Those are really high intent and get a lot of engagement and be a great place to start off. Number 5, list growth. There's obviously other, you don't have to create a pop-up form in Klaviyo, but this is if you're trying to get it done quickly and you just want to get it set up immediately, this is a great way to do it. So create a pop-up form in Klaviyo, connect it to Shopify, offer an incentive like a 10 to 15% off discount or a free gift or something of the sort. And then you can capture email or email and SMS if you'd like. Like I mentioned before, SMS is kind of in a weird place right now, but yeah. And then just for basic setting up, you can set it with a 5-second delay for when it pops up. You can test this stuff later, optimize your pop-up later, but if you just want to get it set up quickly, that's a great way to do it. Obviously, there is more. There's softwares that are, work for creating pop-ups, but once again, if you're just trying to get it done quickly and need to get it up and you can optimize it as you go, then yeah. So number 6, campaign strategy, your weekly sending. If you want to kind of do what the 7-figure brands are doing out there, 3 to 4 emails per week, and you're going to balance that with brand education. And I'm going to run through this here in just a second. And then also you can have those sales emails mixed in there, but you don't want to be running all sales emails because you can potentially run the risk of burning out your list essentially and getting them tired of seeing your emails. So 75% what I call pie content, where you're informing and entertaining your list while at the same time positioning your products as the solution. So for instance, like fun facts, tips on how to use your product. I don't know, like a behind the scenes of a product, a little quiz, like if you're a skincare brand, what skincare product are you, or a coffee brand showing somebody's coffee morning routine. Just fun, engaging content that they actually want to engage with, but also positions your product as the call to action, if that makes sense. So do that for around 75% of your content. Soft sell. It's not all, you don't always have to go for the hard sale. Soft sell is great. And then 25%, push those sales, push those promotions, those launches, those bundles, all that stuff. Also, sending to engage segments, which I'm going to go over in just a second. When you're first starting off, maybe just, especially if you're a brand new domain, maybe just send to your 14-day or your 30-day engage segment. And then as you go, as open rates stay above 50% consistently, you can open that up to like 90-day engage, 120-day engage if your deliverability is really that good. So segmentation setup. This is a simple segmentation setup. This is not a advanced segmentation setup. This is a great place to start though. So your segments determine who gets your campaigns and directly impact your revenue and deliverability. Like I said, start tight, 14 and 30-day engage. And then as you go, as open rates stay above 50%, you can raise that to 60 or 90 or whatever the next segment is. So here's exactly how you can set up these engaged segments if you want to set them up in Klaviyo. So a 14-day engaged segment would look like somebody can receive email marketing because that person is subscribed, and what somebody has done, they've opened an email in the last 14 days, or they've clicked an email in the last 14 days. And that is the exact same for 30 and 60-day segments, except you're changing it to 30 days. So for this one, someone can receive email marketing because they're subscribed and they've opened an email at least once in the last 30 days, or they've clicked an email at least once in the last 30 days. You get the gist. Same for 30-day, or same for 60-day engage, same for 90-day engage segment. If open rates drop below 50%, you can pull back and send to less people, send to tighter segments essentially. But when you do have higher value campaigns, like a large brand launch or something, you can send it to a bigger segment if your deliverability allows you to do so. Number 8, analytics and optimization. It's a great place to be. It says 40% email, 30 to 45% of revenue from email, flows, and campaigns combined. If you a good place to be is like 50-50 split between your campaigns and flows revenue, or 60-40, something like that. All right, testing your A/B testing stuff in your account. You can test stuff like different subject lines. This is obviously not a cohesive list. This is just a simple couple examples. Test stuff like subject lines. Test your designs. Maybe your brand performs better with text-only emails. Maybe they perform better with graphic-based emails. You can also test your send times. Does your list respond better morning versus evening? Stuff like that. Down here, there's a quick start checklist of, kind of getting this Klaviyo account started. So feel free to use that. And pro tip, don't overcomplicate it. 7-figure brands do the basics consistently well. They're not doing anything really secretive. They're just doing the basics of email marketing consistently well over a long period of time. So do that. Yeah. And if you want this done for you, or if you want a free audit of your Klaviyo account, you can book a free audit down here at the bottom of this doc. Should have ran this through earlier, but who am I? I'm Ryan Hammond. I'm the owner of Great Day Copy. I help 7 and 9-figure brands optimize their email and SMS systems for maximum revenue. Recently generated $225,000 in 6 months for a 7-figure apparel brand with optimized email flows, and we nearly 4x their list growth in the first 30 days. So it's a little bit about me. If you want that free audit, if you want me to take a deeper look at your Klaviyo and how it exactly can be optimized, then that link is at the bottom and also in the description. So thank you for watching. Really appreciate you. Thank you.